So welcome to TADSummit and welcome to the beautiful city of Istanbul. Istanbul is the largest city in Europe and of course the Middle East. It has over 14 million people and is the 6th largest city on the planet. It's a cultural, historical and technological capital. I've been asked many times why Istanbul for hosting TADSummit. A comment made to me recently is it's a bit unusual. My response to that is, where else makes sense? It's the largest city in Europe. Now, I think Europe hasn't realized that fact yet, but it is the largest city, with easy access for people from Europe and the Middle East. And most importantly for TADSummit, a large, vibrant telecom application developer ecosystem. Many of the people here on the developer side are from the Turkish developer ecosystem, so that's great to see. And my hope is Istanbul can become one of the TAD Hack Centers in 2015, but more on that later. And there's also a poetic reason why we cited it here. Just as Istanbul bridges the vast and disparate continents of Europe and Asia, here with TADS, we're attempting to bridge the vast and disparate continents of telcos and developers. So there's several reasons why we cited it here. Now, it was just under 1 year ago that TADS kicked off. I know it appears that we've been around for a lot longer, but it is just under a year. We had an event in Bangkok. Since then, we had TAD Hack in June. That was a global hackathon focused on telecom capabilities, where we had events running in parallel in Madrid, Sri Lanka, the Philippines, Malaysia, Chicago, India, and throughout the world as we allowed remote entries. And actually, some of the remote entries from Mexico, Russia, Netherlands were very high quality. And just to give you a few numbers on the TAD Hack event that we ran in June, we had around 700 registrations. On the day, about 500 people turned up around the world. We had ended up with about 60 hacks. We ran a live stream of the event, and we had 126 simultaneous views of that live stream. And we've had around close to 26,000 minutes of viewing of the TAD Hack YouTube channel. Now, I know that number sounds incredibly small compared to K-pop Psy, but we do cater to a little bit more of a niche audience. Now, while TAD Hack is squarely focused on amazing creativity, on developers and technology, here with TADSummit, we're focused on business and go-to-market. So we're more commercially focused in this event. We'll have the final numbers for TADSummit after the event, but it's roughly double the size of last year. We had ended up, I think, at around 216 registrations, but you know how it is. People register and then other stuff happens. So I'm hoping we'll be close to, in the end, around 200 people will flow through the event over the next 2 days. So a big thank you to everybody who's spending between 2 to 5 days of their precious time to be involved in this event. And one of the other things that we've been doing through the past year is running TAD meetups. Now these are small, informal gatherings of people interested in telecom application development. The most recent one was last month. We ran in Singapore, and we had 100 people crammed into the back of Muddy Murphy's pub in Singapore. Again, lots of pictures on the TAD site you can see of what we got up to. And again, we're hoping that Singapore can become one of the TAD Hack Centers for 2015. So we really are trying to make this a global movement, because guess what? Adding telecom capabilities to your apps, business processes, and services is cool, because communications is fundamental to the human condition. We've got some seats at the front here. And if we start getting, they've got some more chairs outside they can bring in as well, guys, okay? So just hang on, they can bring some more chairs. So just some ground rules before we kick off. Relax and enjoy yourself. You're not being judged here. This is about working together. That's the key thing, okay? It's ecosystem focused. So working together to build this ecosystem. Judgment will be basically the test of time in terms of whether we see growth or decline in new, innovative and valuable telecom applications. Be frank, open and honest. The telecom industry has a problem. It believes the lies it's told from a lot of the marketing organizations. So no BS, okay? Keep it to the facts. This is a unique event. There is no corporate agenda behind this. This is about people who are working at the bleeding edge of service innovation, sharing their experiences and insight. It's practice focused, okay? And please network. We've all spent a lot of time to get here, and we've got just 2 days. It's going to pass very quickly. And everybody here is interested in service innovation. So just walk up to people, chat, share business cards. Networking is as important as all the presentations you're going to see over the next 2 days. So let's focus now on some logistics. So I've given you the big picture stuff. The agenda is available online, so you can download it onto your device. We've got some nice big printouts of the agenda outside, and we also have it at the registration desk, and I think at the back as well, printed on good old paper. So there's no reason why you can't have the agenda and see what we're covering. This is going to be intense, okay? I repeat, it's going to be intense. We've got basically 2 days to pack almost a week conference in. So I can guarantee by the end of the day, you will be tired, okay? But we've got some drinks to wrap up the day. You'll see on your chairs, there's a Voxbone survival pack. Now, if you don't want the tins of beans, don't worry, you can donate them. So basically, with the hotel, we can basically donate them to a local charity. So don't worry about that. Just talk to Karen, and she'll basically sort out where they're all going. Wi-Fi, it's Point Internet, and then we are also, thanks to Mark from Locatrix, running a real-time survey. That's why I've been hassling so many of you to get your mobile phones. So during the breaks, you're going to receive an SMS with a question in there. And we're going to be deciding on the questions basically just before the break. So it's going to be real-time survey, so when you come back from the break, we'll have the answers. So again, making it some fun, interactive sessions. We have some amazing keynotes by presentations from leaders of our industry. And not just the telcos, we're also bringing some of the online service providers and giving their perspective as well. Because it's not just traditional telecom operators that are delivering telecom services, there are many online service providers as well. We'll have a coffee break, and during the coffee break there's going to be some speed networking, so if you have a red dot on your badge, hang on in the room because you're going to be doing some speed networking. Then we're going to come back for some case studies where it's going to be technology providers and their customers sharing their experience, okay? So very much, I'm trying to keep it as real as possible in these joint presentations. We'll then break for lunch. Again, there's going to be speed networking. I'll explain what the blue and the red dots mean. Then we're going to break for some work streams. Now, this is taking us back to the good old days. When you had a summit, it wasn't just back-to-back sponsor presentations. It used to be people got together, had meetings, and made basically recommendations and tried to move the industry forward. And that's what we're doing with TADSummit. So we're going to have, in the afternoon, 3 work streams. Work stream 3, the Telecom Application Developer Showcase, will be in this room. I'm going to be running in Petra, which is just the room at the other end of this floor, a work stream, and then we're going to have Mac at the back there. So he's going to be running work stream 1, looking, again, it's in the agenda, and he's going to be in Babylon 2. So you've got to go up to the mezzanine level, so that's just up 2 floors, and it's all signposted. It'll be really easy. And they're going to be more informal, but you're going to have to do some work, I'm afraid. Then we're going to be back to report the results from the work streams. Then we're going to go into some more case studies, and then we'll wrap up with drinks at the end of the day. So as I said, it's going to be intense. Now, before we kick off, what I'd like to do is to introduce you to some of the TAD Hack winners. So if Ruan, Rob, and Ben, if you could come on down and stand up here so that I can introduce you. So unfortunately, Marta, who is the winner of TAD Hack Philippines, visa issues. It's easy if you're from Europe, North America, or Middle East to get into Turkey. If you're from Sri Lanka or the Philippines, it's a little harder, unfortunately. So apologies that Marta can't be with us, but we have Ruan, who is the winner of TADAC Sri Lanka. We have Rob, who's the winner of the Google TADAC Prize. And we have Ben, who is the winner of the Geek Without Bounds Humanitarian Prize from TADAC. You know who they are, you've seen them. There's no reason why you shouldn't have talked to them by the end of day 2. So let's give a round of applause to the winners from TADAC. So thanks, guys. You can sit on down. I just wanted to basically, they see you, there's no reason, and he's easy to spot. The hat. Okay. So let's wrap up, and then we're going to get down to the keynotes. TADSummit wouldn't be possible without the help of a lot of people. The sponsors, Apex Communications, Appidays, Ericsson, Senate Mobile, Huawei, Nexmo, OpenCloud, Oracle, Shango, Solomase, who are now Converse, Telestax, Troppo, Ubuntu Canonical, and Voxbone. All their contributions are making this event possible. And we have many partners making this event happen. Aculab, Dialogic, Matrix, Metaswitch, Truephone, and Tyntech. And there are many, many more people behind this. There's Randy from VUC. There's many people that have helped us in raising the industry's awareness of what we're trying to make happen. Also, Karen and her sister Megan, who basically have managed all the logistics. So I basically create problems with them with a lot of random requests. They turn my random requests into reality. So they're the people that actually sort of made this possible. So let's show appreciation for all the people, the sponsors, partners, and Karen and her team for making this happen. And just to restate what I said at the start, as a reminder, TADSummit is about building the telecom application developer ecosystem from the grassroots. What this means is we're ecosystem focused. That's bringing everyone together to find ways to do service innovation better and in creating cool stuff and making money from that creative process. And we're very much practice focused. This is people working in the field at the bleeding edge of innovation, sharing their hard-won experiences and insights. So there's the two themes that I really want to sort of emphasize that we're doing with TADSummit.